Okay, everybody, welcome to Attitude Fan. I'm back. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. And basically, I've decided since we just got to see John Cena fight his last match, I say that because I don't think he's done. I think we'll see him again. Although I did think it was like a good finale. I thought it was a good final match. I thought it was a good ending. I know a lot of people out there would disagree with that. But anyways, since it was his last match, I decided that I would do a John Cena match. So I basically just picked one at random. I didn't even pick one of his best ones. I didn't pick one of his most memorable ones. I randomly just picked a John Cena match, and I came up with Monday Night Raw, September 11th, 2017, John Cena versus Braun Strowman. Obviously, at this point in time, I'm paying like zero attention to wrestling, like zero. I do kind of know Braun Strowman. From North Carolina, by the way, or at least lived in North Carolina for a while, so shout out to him. I really thought he was going to be a big star. I don't know what exactly happened. I don't know what kept him from being big time, but yeah, Cena at this point, I feel like is just kind of there. Like he's kind of in his late, Ric Flair stages, his late, you know, greatness where it's like, okay, what do we do with John Cena at this point? This match was only 10 minutes long, and yeah, there really wasn't much to it. I mean, it's your typical Cena match versus a strong guy. And I say that because literally I feel like almost every one of Cena's matches against like a stronger guy like Braun Strowman is literally the same. So Cena tries to get some offense in. Strowman basically just shrugs him off. Then Strowman beats the crap out of him for a couple minutes. We get a commercial break. Cena tries to do his AA finisher. Can't lift up Strowman. So there's that. And basically, yeah, Strowman's just kind of beating the crap out of him for a couple minutes, and then finally Cena gets to hit him with the AA, which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever seen Cena win by doing his finisher just one time, which makes me say that might be like the worst finisher ever because, and I understand that he's always, like, which is crazy, but Cena always plays like the smaller guy versus the bigger guy, so it takes more than one finisher. But yeah, I've never seen him win with one finisher. So naturally, he hits Strowman with the AA. Strowman rolls out of the ring, so he doesn't even get to kick out. And then the match gets a little confusing. So he hits Cena with the steel stairs. The referee doesn't end the match. Strowman throws the stairs into the ring, then basically body slams Cena onto him. Then the referee ends the match. Strowman acts big and tough. Cena lays there. Very weird. Like why not just end it when he hits? Like I don't know, but that was pretty much the match. Wasn't even the main event of Monday Night Raw. I don't really know what feud was going on there. I guess Strowman's gonna be fighting Roman Reigns. I guess maybe at the pay-per-view coming up. I don't know what Cena has to do with it, but yeah, 10-minute match, pretty boring. In my opinion, like a lot of Cena matches, it was just boring. It was just there's nothing to it, and then Cena does his finisher, and there's nothing. Yeah, pretty boring match. Let's look at the rest of the matches from that Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Roman Reigns beats Jason Jordan with the spear. That's the opening match. Jason Jordan, sure, okay. Sasha Banks defeats Emma with the bank statement. Honestly, I could not tell you what the bank statement is, and I'm not even sure I could really tell you who Emma is, but Sasha Banks getting the win. This is when they were trying to push the women, but I think they were still early on, and there was a lot of women that I just don't know or don't remember. Bray Wyatt defeats Goldust with his sister Abigail. Had no idea that Goldust was still around in 2017, but of course Bray Wyatt gets the win. Of course, Bray Wyatt's had some stupid losses there in his WWE career. Elias defeats Kalisto with the drift away. Elias was a cool character. I'm surprised he didn't last longer. Kalisto, I'm guessing it was one of the masked wrestlers. Again, I don't really remember. Drift away, I have no idea. Great name for a move, though. Let's see. Enzo Amore defeats The Miz via DQ when the Miztourage interferes. Enzo Amore was one of those guys that they tried to push. And I think he could have had somewhat of a career if he didn't have some backstage problems. The Miz, shout out to The Miz. I think The Miz is awesome. No idea who was in the Miztourage, though. I have no idea. But that actually so far might have been the best match just by reading it. And then the main event is, I guess, like a 4-on-4 match here. So it's Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and the Hardy Boys versus Cesaro, Sheamus, Anderson, and Gallows. Um, Rollins, Ambrose, and the Hardy Boys win. They pin Anderson. Basically, I guess, that's given that Anderson or Gallows, one of them was going to take the pin. So no surprise there. But yeah, I don't know, man. Kind of a boring Raw. I think WWE was kind of boring at this point. Again, Braun Strowman, John Cena, very boring match. 10 minutes, so luckily it didn't take too long. I am kind of surprised it wasn't the main event being John Cena, even though, like I said, I think this is when Cena was just kind of floundering along. But yeah, boring match, a weird DQ finish, which I'm not opposed to the DQ finish. It was just weird how they went about it. But yeah, overall, Cena, Strowman, September 11th, 2017. I don't know, man. I'm probably giving maybe 1.5 stars here. 1.5 stars here. I don't know what the feud was. Didn't really help me out much with the commentary, by the way, which had 3 people. Michael Cole, who was decent. Booker T was one of them. Never been a big fan of him on commentary, so that didn't help either. But yeah, they didn't help me with telling me really what was going on. So yeah, 1.5 stars here. John Cena, Braun Strowman. Yeah, don't really recommend it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment. Let me know another match I should do next time, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Till then, we'll check you later.